I want to show you a spiral that perhaps will help you understand how a wonderful, talented, well-meaning person like you and like me gets from great intentions to a deep level of burnout. We start by really wanting to do a great job. So we begin to work too long. And now we're tired. Have you ever stayed late and you work through whatever you're doing? And if you're in the field, it maybe you're on a service call. And what started as an 8-hour day turns into a 12 or 16-hour day. But now you're so tired you can't think. And you begin to make dumb mistakes just because of fatigue. And one of the terms that describes me is it takes me more and more time to do less and less. And a lot of it I have to undo. But the biggest thing is because I haven't gotten my work done, I don't feel I have permission to play. So I've lost that whole dimension of my life because I can't seem to dig out of the hole. And at the bottom again is denial. So I'm guessing I've depressed you with all this. And I would ask for another energy check. If your energy is really low or lower than when we started, great. Because now we're going to move it the other way. And we'll see everyone's different. Listen to your own sense of self and trust that. But I'm kind of hoping, as in our cartoon, you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is heavy stuff. And I want to show you how to turn the corner so suddenly everything is lighter. And it is very much about kid spirit. So, to continue my story, I mentioned to you that it was 84, 85 when we began the research. I had been promoting the book, so talking to lots and lots of people about the research. And incidentally, we did the research with over 6,000 families, so it wasn't something we thought up and hadn't been tested. We knew it worked, and it was really fun to take it to people in hospitals and businesses and government agencies and literally all around the world. But I did my check-in and discovered I was talking a good game, but my energy was down, and I wasn't practicing the formula. I was not getting joy breaks, and play is the most important quality, finding a lot of different ways to bring joy or joy breaks into your life. And I thought, now I know what I need to do. Why am I not doing it? I even know it impacts your immune system. So why would I not do that for myself? And something I came across, I wonder if you have that in common with me. I grew up in a German family, and the rule was, when all your work is finished, you can go out to play. Anybody else grow up with that rule? Yeah, okay. So I want to play a little game with you. Walter, can I get you to be my partner? You're 7 years old in the 2nd grade. You've just come in from school. You've got a little homework, spelling, couple of math problems. You got to change your clothes, make your bed, feed your dog, and 2 of your best friends are out on the front porch saying, "Hey, Walter, we need a second baseman," and you love baseball. So how long will it take you to get all your work done?
About 2 seconds.
And even if your mom is there to make sure the homework really gets done, 45 minutes at most, would you agree that that's realistic?
Yes, yes.
That was then. The thing I want to point out to you is you're no longer in the 2nd grade. And can you remember, well, how many of you have children? Can you remember that kids don't have a sense of responsibility in their room? It can be so high with their toys they have to wade through it, but they don't. And you say, "Have you cleaned up your room? Is your room all clean before you go play?" "Yeah, Mom." It doesn't seem to bother them. I mean, they eat in front of the television and get up and leave the dishes, and there isn't that sense of duty that now is so deeply ingrained in your soul. Now, this is cruel and inhumane, I confess, but I want to ask you to close your eyes and go back to your workspace, wherever that is, and visualize everything there is waiting there for you to do, and estimate how long it will take to get it all done. Got a number? You're not through. Go home in your imagination and look around And again, I'm asking you to pull out the file drawers and think about all the things at the bottom of the stack and the books you haven't read, and at home it might be cleaning out the garage and reorganizing the attic and the letters you haven't written, and oh yeah, you promised your mom you'd come for an extended visit and you have to work that in, and then go to the community, because I know you're all active in the community, and maybe last year you couldn't teach Sunday school, but you said next year I will. Well, guess what? It's next year. So add it all up. How long is it going to take until you get it all done? What would you say? Yeah, 6 lifetimes. The point is, your gift, all of you, each of you, is to see what needs to be done. You're all leaders. You see not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. And so the more you accomplish, the more you recognize that as possibilities. Does that make sense? So you've got to unlearn that rule. You've got to replace the when all your work is finished to be something like, you know what, play is as vital as healthy food, rest, fresh air, and sunshine. So it's your responsibility to make sure you get playful joy breaks several times a day. Renewing joy breaks. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
I can remember that what I fight against is I have a great dedication to my work. I'm still growing into a balanced dedication to the quality of my play. Because any time I'm in burnout, I'm joy-starved. You can check that on yourself. And when I'm joy-starved, I make poor choices. I'm not a good playmate. I'm not a good companion. And I'm slow in my work. I'm not very team-oriented. I'm not very leaderful. I pull into myself.